All right, and we back. Here we are with another episode of Bump Your Gums. It's your boy Gabe. We got your boy brother Tony over here. And we got your boy Jay Diamond in the studio. So we're going to go ahead.
I got to introduce the trash so early in that.
You know what I'm saying? They're like killing vibes off top. Jesus. So we're going to jump right in, touch on preseason real quick, because earlier y'all heard us talking about it, how, you know, some were saying we shouldn't have it, some say it matter, some say it don't matter.
I still believe it doesn't matter. At all.
What do matter, these boys out here getting banged up.
Hey, that isn't very important.
So
it's actually sad.
So now that whether it matter or not, it's affecting folks.
Yeah. For Texas, for number one, Lamar Miller getting hurt. I mean, a lot of fans don't really like Lamar Miller. I'm personally not a big Lamar Miller guy, but I understand the need of having a back like him, because now we don't really have a back like him. We're going to end up having to roll with one of our rookies, and then Duke Johnson is more of a third down back. I mean,
like a drop off.
Yeah, and he's more of a receiving back. You don't really want him to be 1st and 10 running up the middle. We don't really want him to be doing that.
You easily throw him at the receiver spot. We used to do it.
Yeah, put him in the slot. Yeah, he like Le'Veon Bell light.
Yeah.
You know, he's not as good as Le'Veon, but he's in that mode of a Le'Veon. You know, because Le'Veon can run between the tackles.
Yeah.
So I think,
but he might step up and have to be that guy. Because I don't think y'all have an actual number one like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're going to have to get one. Because I don't think, you know how they always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks? I don't think Duke Johnson is where, he's set in that. Like, sometimes you ask a player to do more than what they've been doing, then it really hurts their game. Then they start looking trash because you want them to do something that they're not used to doing.
So you know what's going to happen? Now the Texans got to look at preseason tape and who been playing running back. Hold up. They going to look at preseason.
I'm rolling my eyes, audience. I roll my eyes so you know.
They're going to look at the preseason and be like, man, who did these other teams cut and let go? And let's see who we can grab out here, because, that's the only way for you to see who been playing, because the starters, they ain't going to play them. So you got to look at everybody
or owner might call owner.
And if we do sign a running back from another team, it would be a veteran. It would be somebody who you can watch actual regular season footage on. You would not need preseason footage on. We would sign somebody like T.J. Yeldon or somebody who the Bills might cut him. We might sign him, a veteran.
If he not playing, because usually the vet's not playing.
But regardless, exactly. So you wouldn't be watching preseason footage for him.
So you're gonna be looking at the second string players.
If we're gonna we're gonna roll with a young player, we're gonna roll with one of the young guys we already been having on our team. We're not gonna get a young guy from another team who, although he might excel in their system, we don't know what he look like in our system.
Well, that's true too.
So we might well just roll with the guys we got in our own system. Which, again, we did not need preseason to see if they was good. we could have saw that training camp. Now you got Cam Newton hurt.
Hey,
now the Panthers looking out there looking
Y'all had your eyes on Duke Johnson.
Yeah, but not from preseason. We had eyes on Duke Johnson from previous years of the regular season production.
Speaking about that, I want to touch on that. You know, one of the biggest injuries of the preseason is Cam Newton. Yeah. So my question is twofold. One, I don't know if anybody was just really looking for Carolina, but can you look for him now at all?
I don't think you can look for him now at all, because I think Carolina is one of those teams who, like, they be up and down. Who knows? I'm about to say Jake Delhomme. Old school Panthers.
From how reports was going, that they were a team that was being slept on.
Yeah.
But if Cam out of there, bro, I don't know.
But that's every year. I think every year they are slept on because, they are put in that dark horse slept on team because of Cam.
Yeah, just like the Colts.
But it's the thing. Speaking about that, I said the question was twofold. Should we be looking for the Panthers? And then two, is your boy Cam done? Is it a wrap?
Man,
Should he
I
go?
hope Cam not done.
I hope not either.
I don't know, because you check it like this. He has the talent.
Right.
But when you look at the production, you looking at Mahomes now, and you like, Cam, who?
Yeah.
You know, you looking at these newcomers who coming in blazing, and Cam had really decent years.
Yeah.
Then he had that like stupid year where he just went off. But then when he went to the Super Bowl, he did the, oh no. You know,
fall on the ball. Man.
He didn't want to fall on the ball. So, and after that, he just been average. He's been better than average, but you know,
he's been
not
about average. If you can say he was above average, it was slightly above average.
Yeah, so you know this wouldn't be such a problem if Cam Newton was a blue chip athlete. So you expect more from him.
You do expect more. It's the injuries is.
So that's what I'm saying. So he's injured, and I don't know whether you would call Cam injury prone, or is it just the fact of he getting injured because they're not protecting him, which, you know.
I think it's a combination of both, but I think Cam like Allen Iverson of football. Like, he put his body on the line. Like, even people like, chill out, man, you don't need to be doing that. That's just how he plays.
But people don't look at Cam Newton like they look at Allen Iverson.
Oh, no. I'm saying as far as the play style, the recklessness of their play style.
See, because for instance, because the history book's not gonna record that he ain't had no damage, that he ain't had no protection. Because look at David Carr. All he go on is being the most sacked quarterback in NFL history. Yeah. Nobody cares that the Texans line was boo-boo.
Yeah, super trash.
Super trash. Like all they gonna say is, oh man, you know, he was a first round pick and this, that, and the other. So Cam, wow, way better than David Carr. David Carr.
Yeah, David, yeah.
All they gonna see is he hurt a lot, and he did not live up to the hype.
Let me ask you this: do you think that having injuries, can make you not be a blue chip player or be just considered to be super cold or something?
If you have them too much, if they prevent you from performing, because if every time we see you and you hurt.
Like, think about it, even though we're talking about NFL, just think about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, as good as he is, he really would be in a higher stature if he don't get hurt every season. Imagine if he playing 82 games every season. You're not just seeing it for 60 games, 65 games. If you could, I think some seasons he probably didn't even play 40 games. But imagine if he was doing it for 82 games, he would be at a higher echelon. That's one of the things that make LeBron be as held to a standard as he is. LeBron never had a major injury. The worst thing he had was last year.
That sucks because you really can be a good player, but injuries can be in your way.
What Stephen A. say, the best ability is availability.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're not there, as cold as I may know that you are.
Yeah. Like Larry Bird. Larry Bird's career was cut short because of the back injuries. Imagine if he could have played more seasons. Steve Nash.
Look at Embiid.
D Rose. D Rose was a beast at first. D Rose was one of my favorite players when he was out there shining like that.
Yeah, look at Embiid. He just starting to get in the thing. People just see him on the sideline.
My folks.
I think his stuff is more. He's more mental.
I don't know.
It's his. He got the yips, man. He got the yips. It's like he just forgot how to play basketball.
Hold on, this is the thing. Speaking, I'm glad you brought him up because my thing is, what happened? Because national championship game, that boy was balling out of control.
I think it just. I don't know. It's like I think when he started seeing like
NBA
man,
players.
LeBron out here,
the lights too bright for him.
Yeah, like man, I'm about to be hooping with these boys. Like man, like I think it just the level of competition probably kind of scared him.
After that injury, that boy's shot was trash.
No, this is the thing. It had to be something past the injury because his whole motion and body,
everything changed.
He looked like Charles Barkley. Y'all ever seen that video of Charles Barkley
when he playing golf? Oh man,
he had that double pump,
horrible golf swing.
That's what Markelle Fultz's shot looked like, and it's like
it's funny that you brought that up because it was recently that I was looking at Charles Barkley golf swing, and I was like, it looked like he was about to hit it, and he like, oh, I think I'm gonna miss it. Did he stop? Did he like, oh, then he finally just go ahead and swing.
Like he double pumping, like he going inside.
Yeah.
And that's what Marcus, so I was like, all right, it's something wrong.
So since Jay Diamond brought that up, let's segue into Andrew Luck, because I think that's going to be a good point of contention for Andrew Luck now, because we talk about if you're always injured, couldn't that keep you from being the star that you have the potential of being? So now, since everybody knows, if you're a sports fan or if you're not, we're going to talk. Andrew Luck had a abrupt retirement, to say the least.
Yeah.
So, let's start on this point. Do you think that Andrew Luck is a Hall of Famer?
No. He had the potential.
He had the potential.
I
to
think
be.
he an honorary.
Yeah.
You have to give him, he honorary.
You just gotta appreciate for what he did do while he was there.
So he would,
but he not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Now hold on. Before we get deep into that, just on the Hall of Fame thing, we all know how the Hall of Fame work. Basically, if they like you, you're in. If they don't like you, you're not.
I don't agree with that.
Do you think they gonna?
I don't agree with that either.
Because there's some people out there who's like, bro.
No, I'm saying because
I know what you're saying. Like from the voters' perspective.
From the voters' perspective,
like Terrell Owens,
like
it took so long for him to get in because they didn't like
He should have been in there.
Yeah, so it's basically you just.
That's why I say I don't really like that.
Yeah. So do you think, knowing how the structure is, that they're gonna give him a sympathy vote?
Probably so. I can see that.
I can see it happening. I hope they don't,
because it's a 4 or 5 year remove.
I think it's 5.
So in 5 years, you think they're gonna remember Luck for who he coulda, woulda, shoulda?
They shouldn't. But you know how it be, man. When you got the complexion for the protection for the collection, man, you be getting that extra love that you ain't supposed to get. So you never know.
It might be luck. He might get lucky. So
but I think the way that everything happened is gonna kind of cloud it too. Just, the way that it came out.
You talking about him being in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think that's gonna cloud, because it's a portion of it that's about your narrative too, the narrative of your career.
But I kind of think that's what will give him the green light to get in the Hall of Fame. Like the sympathy part of it is like him retiring because of the injuries, and it's like, you know what, he could have been so much, but I feel like that would give him the green light to be like, man, we should probably vote him in. He probably would have did something if he would have.
But I guess what I'm saying is the part that Gabe was talking about earlier, before we started recording, about the way that it came out.
Yeah.
Man.
But that's not his fault.
Now, see, speaking of that,
which could still be the sympathy part, because it's like they did him. It can look like they did him wrong, and it's like, dang, y'all did that. He wasn't prepared to talk about it, and he had the injuries. It's like,
now,
man, we gotta feel sorry.
That's
for
something on there. So I'm gonna ask the listeners to this. We might put a poll up about this to see how you feel about it. But me personally, I think Adam Schefter hugged him.
Yeah.
Because while Adam Schefter is doing his job is to break news and to do all that. Here we go. Luck is on the sideline of the game, and the tweet go viral. He don't know what's going on. Fans in the stand taking their jerseys off. They all this, and when the game over, he walking off the field, and they booing this dude. And he probably don't know what's going on.
And when you see his face while it's happening, it really looked like it bothered him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He said it, and he was forced to say it then.
Yeah.
All because it's out now.
Yeah.
So here it is at the expense of Andrew Luck, because he was planning on, I had heard that he was planning on having a press conference on Sunday at 3 p.m. So at the expense of Andrew Luck, you break this story. So it's twofold. One is him, but the person who really, the mystery person, Andrew Luck can't trust some people.
Right.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say. I think Adam Schefter was good.
I do too.
I think whoever was the person that Luck told him is the person to be mad at.
Right.
Because I mean, that's his job. If he don't say it first, because it's like, I think about if it was me. Okay, I get this information, and I'm like, man, I know it's gonna be kind of weak for me to say something, but what if he
that's
told
your
somebody
career.
else? What if he told somebody else, and then all they gonna do is say it? So then I had the story. What if it blow up because they said it, but I knew the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. But at the expense, it's granted you doing your job, but
Hey man, I gotta eat too. Andrew Luck gonna eat. Andrew Luck is good. He don't have to. He got enough money to never play again.
no, I get that.
And
I need to increase my stock. I
And
need
he got
to be,
he got a degree.
I'm trying to get on Woj level.
But granted, but Woj didn't even do it. And I refuse to believe that Woj didn't know.
Woj probably didn't. I don't think Woj knew because I think Woj would have done it.
I don't. Woj would have gave him that professional
Gabe,
courtesy.
If you knew that you was the only one with the information, you saying you would have never said nothing?
Like I said, if I know I'm the only one, if I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I'm the only one, I would have went to Luck and been like, hey,
He at the game though.
hold on, no.
Oh, okay.
But it's a whole 24 hours before he supposed to say this. So I'd have went to him and be like, hey, man, you know, I heard from a source that you're about to retire. You know, I know you got this plan. Can I break it? Can I do? If I know I'm the only one, then I can give you that.
You already know. Yeah, you already know that you're not gonna say it.
In that situation, I would practice how people say, "I'd rather ask for forgiveness
and permission."
than ask for permission.
Yeah.
Forget that. I'm like, because what if he say no?
He
Then
gonna
it's
say
like,
no.
He gonna
because
say
he already
no.
prepared to tell
Hold on,
everybody
because this
tomorrow.
is my thing. This is
next day.
This is my thing. I always kind of like the TMZ rule, because TMZ be hurling people.
But they doing it.
But hold on. They do.
TMZ is hot.
No, this is what I say. This is what I say. Now, you could trust the TMZ more than you could trust the law. 'Cause
Yeah.
If TMZ say you did it, you did it. But
And they gonna have the in scoops on everything.
They gonna have video evidence.
But this is my thing. This is my thing. What if you TMZ? Would they like that? Would they be okay with that?
What?
Oh, you talking
Or
about?
if you do that to them?
Yeah.
Oh, they not.
They come with the game.
Hold on,
They
no.
come with the game.
You say it come with the game, but are they okay? Are you okay with that?
No, but I'm saying, as reporters, all of them play that game like that. Everybody fighting to get the story.
No,
and to-
I get that, but I'm just saying that it's different. Like when you breaking the scoop on a trade or something like that, somebody breaking the law. You breaking the law, you shouldn't have broke the law. A trade, that's good. But this man personal, and I get.
But look, I get what you're saying, but you gotta think of how big this story is. Nobody expected him to retire, and then this
Nobody.
was right
No,
before the
hold
season. Nobody would have
You
guessed
know
that.
what?
So to break that, it's like what?
I would have even
This
more
was crazy.
Look here, if
Oh, I'm
you,
saying something.
I'm saying
Hold
something.
on, Jay,
'Cause look, we talk about Adam Schefter now. If he would have waited, we'd be talking about Woj.
but this the
No,
thing.
man, I'm
Hold on, but this is
talking.
the thing. Mr. Diamond, if you would have just started working for ESPN
Okay.
and you broke it, I can maybe understand that.
Oh, you saying because he a vet?
This didn't make him no more famous than he was the day before.
Hey,
Oh,
if you-
it adds up. It adds
Because
up.
if you didn't know who Adam was,
Yeah.
you know now.
Because when he go to this editor and he be like, man, I want this story. Then he be like, nah, I think I want to give it to somebody else. Well, I brought you Andrew Luck retiring before anybody else had it.
He al-
you left. That's
Yeah.
The only person who probably who'd be above him is Woj. He already had a
Hey,
juice.
it don't matter. If it come down to me and Woj, what have you done for you lately? What have he done for you lately? I brought you Andrew Luck. Yeah, I want that LeBron interview. Let me interview LeBron because I brought you Andrew Luck. You can call more shots now because you got that on your resume.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Because when you think about, dang, what's the guy in the NBA who used to wear the suits that
the funny jackets and
yeah, he used to wear the funny
yeah,
jacket.
yeah.
Like even like Ernie Johnson that be on NBA tonight, NBA on
TNT.
TNT. That's how they get the acclaim to be that guy. Like, oh, he's a good reporter.
No, I get that, but Shefsky, he's already that guy. He's already in that tier.
He in there with everybody else. Woj is that guy.
No, what I'm saying.
Woj is that guy.
Woj is the GOAT.
Scott Van Pelt is that guy because Scott Van Pelt got
Scott.
a show by himself.
No. Yeah, you know you that probably when Sports Center changes into Scott Van Pelt's
Yeah,
Sports Center.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they up there with
ain't
them
Stephen
guys.
A. like that?
No.
He got his own. I'm talking about he got his own show on.
Well, he do got his
ESPN.
own show, but
But it's
he's
not
not.
like that.
He's
I
not.
think he got his own podcast.
He got a plug. If
But it's through ESPN,
Hold on,
right?
yeah. No, he works
Yeah.
for ESPN.
Oh, okay.
However, if it was between Stephen A. Woj and SVP who had to go.
Oh, Stephen A. gone.
Stephen A. out of
Stephen A. out of there.
Yeah, I ain't saying that like
Yeah,
that.
he out of there for sure. But I think he is.
He's trending that way.
And he credible because he be having inside scoops on stuff.
That's because.
But they be scrubbing Stephen A. though. That's one thing I don't like.
They do, but
like that time he was on TV and he was like, "Yeah, this for sure." Kevin Durant said that. And then Kevin Durant texted him and he like, "Oh, Kevin Durant just said this ain't true." Like, come on, man. Let him make, you don't make everybody else who lying fess up. Like, I don't think all of them, I ain't gonna say lying, but I don't think all of their information always be reliable. I think plenty of people say stuff that they never said or they never, they wasn't thinking or didn't orchestrate.
Or or if they talk to that person, they tried to pull a certain answer from them, and then they was like, "Yeah, well, I talked to Kevin Durant myself." You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, I spoke to sources close in the Kevin Durant camp.
In the camp, it's always in the camp.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So it's just snitches everywhere.
Let me ask y'all this. So do you think that the fans was wrong for booing Andrew Luck?
Yes.
Why?
What? Hold on, because what are you booing for?
Because you quit on us.
I didn't quit.
You quit on us.
Hold on, no. I get the sentiment, but I didn't quit on y'all because, for instance, he wasn't coming back no time soon. If he wasn't coming back. It'd be different if he's scheduled to play game 1, day 1. When the season opened, he there. He wasn't even, we don't even know if he was cleared to play.
But it's a difference between not being cleared to play and I'm retiring.
Hold on.
See, I don't think they wrong. I don't think they're wrong because at this point, I get it that Andrew Luck was tired of the injuries and stuff. It would have been better for him to, at the end of the season of last year, before the season started, he had announced his retirement. We're all expecting him to play. So because of that, it's like, bro, we was in the talks of even, about the winning the division.
Hold on, but that's the thing.
We out of there.
Hold on, but we weren't expecting him to play because, what was that, episode 2?
He was going to play at some point,
He was going to play.
Maybe.
I mean, not the first game.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because we even spoke about it here when we was talking about our picks. And I was like, hey, well, if Luck don't play, Texas, we in there.
Right.
So it's always a question.
Yeah, but it's not. Now it's not a question because you retired. At first we had the hope of you might miss 4 games.
Yeah.
Then you come back, we good.
As a fan, you just be frustrated.
Even if you say you gonna miss half the season, at least you're gonna come back.
I'm not even a fan like that, but I still was like, man. Like,
see, I think
because I knew it just messed up the competition with the division.
No, you just want to see us lose, but it's all good.
No, I just want to see.
Mess up the competition.
I just want to see.
As a Texas man, I was like, we might have lost to the Cowboys, but we got to win tonight. That scoreboard might show an L, but the organization got a dub tonight, baby.
And see, my thing is this. The boos, I think, were wrong because of who it was. Now, Grant, because if you hear Andrew Luck retiring, his character says that he ain't just quitting. If he retires, it's for a good reason.
Right. Now, to that point, because I'm kind of on both sides with it. Because I understand, if I was in the stands, I wouldn't be born. Because I understand why he's doing what he's doing. So I'm like, man, I get it. Like, I got sympathy for that, for that reason, I think that it's just a lot of issues with the injuries, period. Like, I see a lot of issues with it.
So if you're in the stands at the Browns game
and Baker Mayfield get hurt, and he retired, I'm going to be...
You going to take that jersey off?
I ain't going to be like that.
This messed
because
up,
I first got to hear... I'm not always quick to just react like that.
No. If Baker Mayfield retires, he gets booed.
Because the Browns is going to...
No. And this is what I'm saying. Baker Mayfield get booed because
his personality.
Because of his personality.
Yeah.
He'll all go, no quit. I ain't stopping. Run through a brick wall.
His personality.
Wait, now let's paint this picture though. So let's say, do anybody know what quarter it was at the Colts game?
I think it was like end of the third, fourth quarter.
Okay.
The game was about to be over.
So the game about to be over. So you thinking, I'm a fan. Think about it. You a fan in the stand. You got your Andrew Luck jersey on. You know what I'm saying? We might be winning or losing, but it don't matter. It's preseason. We Super Bowl contenders. I see Luck down there laughing, chopping it up with the teammates. He might have gave some love to the fans or something when he came out. Then all of a sudden, you like, oh yeah, baby. You talking to your partner about the season, like, oh yeah, them Texans, they gonna have to see us. This is our division again. Look good. We got Quentin Nelson. We got Darius Leonard. The vibration. Whoop, whoop. You look at your phone. Andrew Luck retired.
Bro, get him off the field. Come on.
Then you know it had to be that quick second to where you like, oh, somebody trolling. I'm about to look this up, see if this on ESPN or something. Then you see it came from Adam Schefter, ESPN.
Because look, to that point
moment,
too,
you are mad.
You know, to that point too. Well, nah, LeBron ain't been injured like that. But if he was to pull a move like that, he would get booed.
Look, that's just because LeBron just pulled all the negative out of people.
Always get injured like that.
I can't give a direct comparison to who always get injured, but to me,
like if you use Anthony Davis, that could be a good comparison because he's been injured.
Because the only reason why I wouldn't use Anthony Davis because he haven't had the kind of success that Andrew Luck has. When I saw this on Reddit, somebody made a good point of this would, to me in the NBA, this would be equivalent to Damian Lillard retiring. Because Damian Lillard...
He's been injured like quite a bit.
But I'm saying, outside of the injury part...
Oh, you're talking about just the success, how he's been bringing his team?
Where their career is at.
Okay.
Their team's looking up. You know, they brought them to an AFC championship, to a conference championship before. You know what I'm saying? They're regarded as one of the best players at their position, and they still relatively young. Because I think Damian Lillard around the same age as Andrew Luck. So, and then they in small markets.
Or Cam Newton. Because he been...
but check this out.
And this hold on.
Cam Newton not as good as Andrew.
Hold on, but check this out.
I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, because I'm talking about he brought them... Didn't they get to...
They went to a Super Bowl.
Hold on, but check this out. Megatron didn't get booed.
Yeah.
Did not.
But Megatron...
He didn't do it before the season was about to get ready to start.
Exactly. He did it and the Lions wasn't good. It wasn't like they was good and Megatron messed up their
like they were finna go to the playoffs or something like that.
They was trash. Even with Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders retired early, but they wasn't good. So it wasn't like
but you got to think. Hold on, but it was all the hope was in Barry Sanders.
But they were still trash with him, though. That's what I'm saying.
That he can still get booed because of you are that guy.
You are without, hold on.
That's like J.J. Watt leaving. It's like, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man. It's
the Colts.
now.
The Colts can, as a team, you could feel somebody. They might not be as good as him, but you know.
Who?
The Colts.
Andrew Luck?
For Andrew Luck?
No, that's a big piece.
No. I'm saying it's a big piece, but
the team quarterbacks don't come easy.
Yeah.
But when you took Barry off the Lions, they off the radar.
Yeah.
They not completely the Colts aren't off the radar. Barry Sanders.
But
if you go from 5-11 to 3-13, what is the difference? If you was only losing 5 games with me, if you was only winning 5 games when I'm rushing for 2,000 yards a year, and we winning 5 games, I might leave.
That's how I felt about Adrian Peterson when he was with the Vikings. Sometimes I feel like it's best to, this kind of going into another subject, to trade a player, because if you that only thing on that team, I'm like, as a fantasy move, trade that player to get some more pieces, because if you ain't winning, it don't make no sense. Like he the number 1 running back. Okay. Y'all ain't doing nothing though.
But I think it's hard as a general manager to think like that too, because
this ain't basketball. But you hold on to that superstar like that.
But still though, because it's like, because with the draft and everything
and all that.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, like, think about it like, all right, we'll use them, the Vikings, when they had Adrian Peterson. So what they needed, like a quarterback, right?
They need a quarterback.
So now you think about it, I trade Adrian Peterson, I get all these supplemental players or draft picks.
You can get a decent quarterback for Adrian Peterson at that time.
Yeah, but then what if you get a decent quarterback? With a decent quarterback, you need a good running back. If you got a great quarterback, you don't need a great running back. But if you got a decent quarterback,
was it Case Keenum? Was he?
Nah, it wasn't Case Keenum.
Man, I don't remember.
Whoever it was, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember. I can't think of who exactly it was, but Case Keenum was out the agent.
Okay.
I can't remember who was throwing the ball then. But regardless of whoever it was, we can't remember who it was. So it's still
And
case in
again,
point.
and another word, Gronk didn't get booed.
Because they still got Brady. How can you boot? They won a championship without Gronk.
But that's because, and when he retired, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's
So,
timing of it.
so like you say, so if he'd have retired end of the season, he'd have been straight.
I think
he wouldn't have got booed.
He wouldn't have got booed.
I think
Well, you wouldn't have got you probably wouldn't have got booed because you're not in an
But they
arena
still
where
gonna
you
feel some type of way.
Well, you could get booed
because he's still young. He ain't even 30 years old.
He's 29.
Yeah. I think they still. I think it wouldn't be as much.
Because because he'd have retired on TV, so you couldn't have booed. You'd have been booing him in your front in your living room.
But I don't think the backlash would be the way that it is.
And then I think they booed him too because they was probably drunk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
it was some inebriation going on now.
I think that it just messed up the way that it all went down. But
but like I say, the loser in this is Andrew Luck. Because one, you had to retire from your dream job. Then you get booed by your fans. Then you realize that I entrusted somebody with my information and they put it out there. And I'm pretty sure that person didn't be like, oh man, my bad. I told Adam Schefter thinking that.
Who was it?
It's Tavares Jackson. That was one of the main ones. Kelly Holcomb.
I remember Kelly Holcomb.
Bollinger. Gus Farad.
I remember Gus
Brett Favre. Joe Webb, Donovan McNabb.
Oh, Brett Favre, they did have, but I don't think Brett Favre was there when Adrian was there.
These are all the quarterbacks that was there when Adrian.
But he was the old Brett Favre. But yeah, that was a good combo.
Joe Webb, Donovan McNabb, Christian Ponder, Matt Castle,
Brett Favre
Josh
was the reason
Freeman,
why they lost.
Teddy Bridgewater, Sean Hill, and Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford went to Oklahoma, y'all.
That's my dude right there. Last person to get $50 million out the draft.
I was so mad because he was Oklahoma, y'all.
I granted, he ain't paying out, but he got paid. He's the last rookie to get paid.
Who he play for? Who he play for now? Who Sam Bradford play for now?
He got $50 million guaranteed.
Oh, he did get paid.
He was wasn't he with the Rams for a long time? Remember he was with the Rams?
I think he started with the Rams.
He started with the Rams.
But look, to what you just said, I don't feel sympathy for Andrew Luck because for number one, he did not have to retire.
I don't feel sorry.
He chose to retire. And then for number two, you had to expect the fans to boo.
It don't matter what you expect. And hold on. This is the thing. You say you didn't have to retire.
He didn't.
Granted, in the literal sense, you didn't have to, but you weigh your health. He even said, my whole football career is injury, rehab, pain. Injury, rehab, pain. So if that's your life, you have to retire because the next thing is death.
I respect his decision because he has the inalienable right to do that. But
you wouldn't have never did it?
I wouldn't have did it. And I don't think, but what my thing is that he didn't have to do it. He could have kept going through. Cause
and then you take another risk of injury and
hold on.
So we gonna act like we don't know who Derrick Rose is? We're not gonna act like we don't know who Derrick Rose is? Are we gonna act like we don't know? Because
not everybody. Hold
on. I understand.
How do you compare Derrick Rose to this?
Because Derrick
Rose, because he kept getting injured.
Exactly, and Derrick Rose was having the same injury. It wasn't
hold on.
And then this injury, whatever this injury is, Andrew Luck guy, we don't even know. We really don't even know exactly what's wrong with him.
I see what you're saying because we was even saying like, okay, I think it's time for D Rose to go and put the
yes, because D Rose was the MVP. He probably gonna be the only MVP that doesn't make the Hall of Fame. He was the MVP of the league.
So you don't think he gonna make it?
No.
Okay.
Because of the way his career went. He didn't do enough.
But he's still playing, so he can't.
But he's over the hill though. Because I think he already 30. Like it's not much more he can add to his legacy to where he'll be a Hall of Fame player.
We don't know that.
Obviously, that's why they play the game. But probability is no. But if you think about it, Derrick Rose was the MVP blew his knee up, right? So then he having the rehab season. Everybody thinking, oh yeah, Derrick Rose come back. He about to be shining. Come back,
Injury.
blow his knee up again. Then we like, oh man, this kind of sucks for D Rose, man. I hope he can bounce back. Then he come back and do it again.
The difference that I would say is basketball and football. The injuries you gonna sustain on football, Derrick Rose keep blowing out his knee. Worst case scenario, he got to get a knee replacement and walk on a cane. Life is still grand.
No, sir.
Andrew Luck getting lungs torn up and all kinds of
kidney.
He ain't have no concussions, bro.
He had a concussion too.
But I'm saying he not having concussions back to back. And if you factor in the way the NFL rules is now, it's protecting the quarterback more and more.
Definitely, he ain't too protected. All his
because his
seasons,
offensive line is trash.
But
and then this year, didn't he get hurt at training camp?
Yeah.
He wasn't in a game.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's because he's already banged up.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you do your rehab and you come back and play.
But after that could be draining. It's like, bro, I don't have to keep doing this, man.
I do get that it can be draining.
And then you got to think about it. Then is he married? I don't know.
Yeah, he married.
Your wife at the house, like.
We got to keep because they also have to be a part of that.
So when you rehabbing, every time she see her husband, he hurt. She got to feed him, take him up. Because he probably limping around the house in a wheelchair around.
He play football.
Next up.
Wait. Because remember we had the point of. Oh, you signed up for this. Remember on one of the episodes we talked about that?
True.
You signed up for this.
Oh, no.
So now if you banged up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Getting banged up, like I told you about the military, I don't feel sorry for you if you have to go to war because you signed up for this. However, I did tell you, if you ask any one of those people if they would like to come back and not do it, they would. So I don't feel sorry for him that he got injured because it's come with the territory. But I'm also like, that's a good reason to not do it anymore. Just like I said, he had that choice to say, you know what? Man, this.
I need to say something.
I agree with the choice, though.
I need to say something.
It's like, what's up?
Because I care so much about humans as a being.
Here we go.
I really think that the NFL should be done.
Oh man!
Because
I was hoping that we did not come back to this.
Because
no.
He brought it up before.
No, he didn't. You didn't hear what he just said. Did you literally hear what he said?
For the NFL to be done.
Nah, not preseason.
No, remember he said that at the end of a show before. Remember he was like, the NFL, we need to shut down the NFL.
Yes, we need to boycott the NFL for real.
No way.
Because listen,
the views of Jay Diamond are not shared by the other host of this show.
No, listen. Y'all, listen. If you look at the injury list right now, on every team is over 5 injuries. Every single team.
And they all getting paid. Every last one of them.
See, this the thing.
So you think that's okay?
Hold on.
For everybody just be getting injured?
This is what I'm saying. I'm going to say, hold on. I'm going to say it's okay. I'm not saying getting injured is okay, but I'm going to say in this context, it's okay because if you were to ask the football players, would they prefer to do something else and just not get the injuries, they would tell you no.
Yeah.
So they are choose. So I get it if you're saying in something that people are not making volitional informed decisions.
It's not slavery.
Because you got to think about it like this. These people, every draft class, next year, it don't have to be a draft class at all because nobody has to, put themselves in the draft. But they see Cam Newton get hurt. They see all that.
It's not slavery, right?
It's not slavery.
No, I know, right. Okay, but...
Unless you Kanye, because you choosing, because it's a choice.
Right. It is a choice. I think it is a choice.
What's the choice?
Nowadays. Nowadays. I ain't talking about back then.
We getting canceled.
Hold on. This is
right
the last
now.
episode of Up and Go.
we getting
Okay, you know what?
Brother, put your weight on it.
Nah, you know what? We're not going to go to slavery and all that. I just think they should end it, man.
Yeah, okay.
I do want to talk about this one day because I think this is going to be a...
Moving on to the NBA.
Hey, we're going to talk about that another
Moving
time.
on to the NBA. Not much really to speak about. We're going to touch on. We spoke about the Lakers possibly getting Dwight Howard or Joakim Noah. They went ahead with Dwight Howard, but they gave him the Hull action deal. It's not guaranteed, and they gave him that talk. You sniff wrong, we booting you out.
Yeah.
Think this is going to be a comeback? I don't know.
I think it's going to be a comeback.
Because he done had a bunch of reunion seasons, like comeback seasons, and he never really came back.
This is going to be his farewell tour right here. Watch.
Once I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, man, when they started reporting that, you know, they talked to him and they let him know, hey, man, you're going to have to be setting these picks and getting boards. Like, we ain't about to be posting you up. You ain't about to be the main point of the offense. You come out here and you're going to be a role player. I really think
he gonna make it happen.
If he buy into that, that's gonna make that team so much. Because that was really Dwight Howard's main problem to me his whole career, that he wouldn't buy in to just doing what you good at.
Yeah,
like he always wanted to be more than what he was. Because when they said the first time he was with the Lakers, he told Steve Nash that he didn't want to run pick and roll. What sense does this make? It's arguably one of the greatest pick and roll point guards of all time. And you don't want to run pick and roll with him? Like, you are obviously delusional. But if you can buy, if I just think of LeBron and Dwight Howard in a pick and roll and Anthony Davis is the outlet, like, who is going to, and then defensively, Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard together, because Dwight, even though he's not as good as he used to be, he's still good. He's still killing on the boards. He's still getting blocks.
I just say this: if he play his role, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think so too.
If he play the role.
If he play his role, I think, man, that team is really is gonna make it be way better than what I thought it was. Because at first when we talked about it, I was like, man, Dwight Howard ain't gonna make that big of a deal.
Yeah, because my thought of Dwight going to the Lakers was him trying to be bigger than.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And I think with them signing him shows that whatever he told them, it was like they could see that he's gonna buy in
because he was about to be another Carmelo Anthony.
Oh yeah, hold on.
So he need this one here.
I heard and I was reading that he went in with the boo-hoo speech.
I bet he did.
Man, I hit rock bottom and yada yada
He
yada.
had to.
That's what Carmelo Anthony need to do.
But Carmelo, he have.
No,
he even went to the USA team. Like, man, can I get to the USA team?
Carmelo's just trans though.
Yeah, you got to do this. You got to do this.
Bro.
You got to do this before you out the league.
So you think Dwight Howard better than Carmelo Anthony?
I think
for what he would for the value, yes.
Yes, for the value
you get from
for the value that you're gonna get from him. Because people always, I see a lot of people saying, Carmelo Anthony is better than a lot of people in the NBA. He might be in a vacuum or in a box, but when you factor in youth, when you factor in fit on a team, you'd rather have them because, he might be better than a 14-man on the Rockets. Yeah, whoever that is. He might be better than him.
Low, bro.
But I'm not. I'm just saying. Even if you say the 12th man,
whatever, it's the 14th as far as present day value.
I ain't gonna scroll like that. Because it's people in the league. It's people in the league who played 1 minute last year. He better than them, obviously. But Carmelo Anthony is not going to accept that role. He's not going to be the 1 minute guy.
Right now, he will play that role.
No, he will not.
I promise you. If he had an opportunity to play, he already said if he could get off the bench or whatever, he's going to do that.
Exactly. When he say he will get off the bench, he expecting at least 10 minutes, 12 minutes a game. Carmelo Anthony is not going to be a garbage time player. He does not want to be signed to be a garbage time player.
He's gonna do whatever it would take for him to save his career.
All that boo-hooing and stuff he was doing and get rejected by the USA team, you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, but still, it's like when you're a certain stature of a player, you're not gonna be a garbage. That's what I'm saying. Of course, he'll accept a bench role. He'll accept a bench role where you're going to give me 12, 15 minutes a game. I'll do that. But if you telling me I'm only going to get in 2 minutes every other game if it's garbage time, no, Carmelo Anthony not going to do that.
It sound like if Carmelo was a supervisor at once and then the company saying like, you know, since you was the supervisor, we can't put you at the lower.
Yeah,
lower level.
he's overqualified.
Yeah, you overqualified.
He's overqualified to be a garbage time player.
If I was a supervisor, I could do everything else. He's like, nah, we don't need you for that. I got enough of those.
I personally don't think he overqualified, but I guess.
Bro,
I think
Carmelo is not that trash.
He's overqualified to be a garbage time. He is trash. Don't get me wrong.
He's not that. No,
he's not that bad. He's not garbage. He's not less than a garbage player trash.
Bro, it's some players on some teams we don't even know who they are, and they are on the squad.
No, I get that. But this is why I'm saying I've never been a fan of Carmelo. Granted, like I say, not to say I could go out there and I hoop him or something because I
can't kill us.
Yeah, but
for sure.
When we looking at it when you're an athlete, I can't just judge you on your individual talent. It has to be the value that you add. If you the coldest person on earth, supposedly, but you add zero value to our team, how really good are you? And in every team, minus the 2 seconds with the Nuggets, me personally, don't see that he's added value to any team.
That's why I said we looking at him like that you looking at him in that superstar light.
Because if that's what he presents himself as, that's what
he looks at himself in a superstar light.
So, but D Rose is a good example of that. He has went from that light to, hey, I'll get whatever I can get, and then I'll just play the part.
Yeah.
Carmelo have not been doing that bad like that.
But Carmelo Anthony never, even when he came to the Rockets,
he was not playing horrible.
Hold on.
He wasn't playing good.
It was good. It was not bad like that.
No, just because.
So you're saying he added value to the Rockets?
He couldn't have. So. How could he? How could he have? And they cut him. That's what I don't be understanding.
Check this out. If a team will pay you $30 million,
Chris Paul wasn't doing nothing at that time.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
That's not adding value.
Hold on.
If you hurt.
Hold on. Come on. Hold on. If I got to compare.
I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just saying, if you are hurt, that's not adding value.
So what you saying is the only way.
And that's why Chris Paul not with the Houston Rockets. Because he always been hurt.
So he's not with the Rockets because we had a chance to get Westbrook. If we wouldn't have got Westbrook,
we was trying to get rid of him too.
No, but
before Westbrook, we was trying to nobody wanted to trade with him.
Exactly, but we wasn't gonna. We wasn't gonna cut Chris Paul to pick up Carmelo Anthony.
And we didn't want Chris Paul.
If Carmelo Anthony was on another team, we wasn't going to trade Chris Paul.
Look at the numbers of Chris Paul. He was not producing enough.
Check this out. This how garbage.
And that was not adding value.
This how garbage you just called Carmelo. To where the only thing you can measure his value is against an injured dude.
And then that's another thing.
To an injured superstar.
What I hate about Rockets fans is now Chris Paul wasn't producing, but at first, if we had Chris Paul, we would have won a championship. But now, Chris Paul was just dead weight.
No, that was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Before we got him. When you start seeing, it's like, man, he's not really producing enough. That was going on the whole season.
Well, how was he not producing enough?
He was the numbers. He would make 4 points and be missing all them shots.
Yeah.
Now, however,
James Harden was doing that too.
Bro, don't compare James Harden with him, bro.
I'm just saying.
James Harden was a potential MVP.
That was a team choke. It was a choke. It was a collective effort of choking.
So you can't single out Carmelo and make him like he was the issue.
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs. Carmelo was long gone by then. He was long gone. He was already in combo with Zeke.
Even you said with Zeke. That's funny. But even when you talk about the playoff run, if I'm James Harden, I've been coming through. Okay, you the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony, I need you to step up.
Yeah.
And if you not producing, and then I'm down, then what?
Yeah, but if you James Harden, the supposed MVP,
I know, but every night ain't gonna just be what's up.
You the MVP. It should be.
Okay,
that's what supposedly he's supposed to be. The undisputed MVP, James Harden, fear the beard, and all that. What happened to that?
No.
He's still.
First of all, and then you got to look at it from a system standpoint. The system from D'Antoni is not meant for Chris Paul to shine like that. Not with both of them on the court. Hold on, not with both of them on the court.
That's true.
Okay, now I get that because it was a lot of times when James Harden was not on the court. Chris Paul still wasn't scoring like that.
But he's not a scorer. He's a pure point guard.
So when your other teammates is not hitting, so now what?
Yeah, he could get buckets. He could get buckets when he needs to.
He wasn't doing that.
But
so they would go back and get James Harden.
He was doing it to
tired.
a certain extent. But it's unfair for you to say, we're going to let Harden take 30 shots a game throughout the whole season. Now when we get to the playoffs, I need you to do more.
That's not how it was happening. You know what? Because people kept bringing that up, like James Harden taking all the shots. I was showing people every game how it was so many players taking shots and they was just missing.
Yeah.
James Harden was the only one who was just shooting the ball.
The only time people was getting shots was when the defense would collapse on Harden.
That mean you wide open.
All right, let's think about this. How many games was it that Harden wasn't the person who took the most shots on the team? He might not have always took 30.
If he was not making it and shooting like that, who was going to step up and do that?
It doesn't. The team.
Nobody was doing that.
But you got to think.
When you watch the game, nobody was.
Because the system is not designed for nobody else to do it.
You know how it is. Check this out. No.
It will be times Eric Gordon could come up the court. James Harden don't even got to be in the picture. Or when he not on the court.
Yeah.
It was plenty opportunities for other people.
But this is the system standpoint like this. Grand example is when they were playing Golden State. Was that the Western Conference Finals?
This year or last year?
Last year. When they missed the 27
threes.
That was in the Western Conference Finals.
Check this out. They kept doing that. You saw the system. In a normal system, you'd have stopped shooting three-pointers.
Yeah, but
in a normal system, somebody put your head down, go to the basket, get fouled.
No, I get that. Now watch this. I see what you're saying. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because nobody on the team can shoot twos but Chris Paul.
James Harden can, but the
he
team
is not good at shooting twos.
The team discourages them away from doing that.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a Carmelo.
That's all they shoot.
No. I'm gonna give you a Carmelo thing. Did y'all see like that first or second game that Carmelo did? Carmelo did a 15-footer, made the shot, going down in transition, looked at D'Antoni and was like, "My bad."
Yep.
He had to apologize for shooting a 15-footer.
For 2 points that he got. It wasn't even like
I'm not going to give y'all that because I don't know the context of what that...
that's what it was.
I don't know that.
He was apologizing for taking a shot outside of the system.
He was looking at D'Antoni like, bro, they can't guard me, bro. Like, he had his hands on like, they can't guard me.
He was looking like, my fault. I've been doing this my whole career.
Yeah, that's how that was.
You knew I was trash when you signed me.
All right.
That's what the context was. You know I was trash when you brought me in, baby. What's up? Why you looking at me now?
Bro, y'all hustling, bro.
All right. When y'all watching this, we want y'all to comment on what y'all think about Carmelo from a realistic standpoint. You know, what y'all think? Y'all think he is superstar, as people say?
I don't think he's
Should he be back in the league? You know.
No.
What's up?
Retire.
Yeah.
Go find Ray Allen. Call Ray Allen and go chill with Ray Allen.
I'd rather Ray Allen come.
Ray Allen ain't been in the league for 4-5 years. But you rather Ray Allen come back than Carmelo.
I don't want you to get me mistaken like I'm trying to hype Carmelo like he's just that cold. But I think people are dogging him to make the narrative look like he just super trash.
You know what?
And I don't think he that trash like that. To where he can't play on nobody team.
So what's the level of trash? Like
he can be on the bench, but he ain't the sorry.
Hold on,
like,
no.
To not be on no team.
No, this is the thing you got to understand. I was trying to end, but let me go and say this. This is the thing you don't get. What is the point of bringing in a supposed superstar or anything like that if you're not going to be who you were or even half of what you are?
I like that.
So that means I'm just giving you a roster spot.
That's what we've been saying.
No.
If he is trash, he trash. We don't want you if you're not going to be what you was.
No, that's not what he just got to saying. He was saying, if you was that superstar and you're not going to be that guy.
If you're not going to be who you was.
Right.
Or even he's not even half of, I don't ever think he was really much of anything.
But that's why I brought up D Rose. Because that's like saying, D Rose, why would I bring you on the team if you're not going to be that MVP D Rose? you still can be valuable to the team.
Check this out.
But that shows that D Rose is not trash and Carmelo is trash.
Let's check this out.
Bro,
Hold on.
He wasn't trash when he was with OKC.
Okay.
He decided to leave.
How was he not trash when he was OKC?
He did.
When they got rid of Carmelo Anthony.
No, he left.
They did.
They got
rid of him. They got rid of him.
Because he wanted to come to Houston.
No, they got rid of him. They didn't want him. But he was so trash. He was so trash that when they got rid of him, they didn't add nobody, and they said OKC was better. They didn't add nobody when they got rid of him.
And then hold on.
Trying to say something.
I want to give you this. You brought up, you comparing D Rose.
I'm done.
When D Rose was on, he lit the world on fire.
That's true.
When Carmelo was on, just for the sake of an example,
he lit their community on fire.
Oh, exactly.
No,
community gym league.
See,
Hoodie Mellow.
See, that's what it is.
He was like that in the Lifetime.
D Rose was a wildfire. Carmelo was a time bomb because he was just blowing teams up. Yeah, he was just blowing teams up. He didn't add value.
Whatever team signs Carmelo, if they ever do, they're going to have to make jerseys that's built like hoodies for him to be good.
And then, too, they're going to
have to have hoodie jerseys for him to be good.
One more thing. I'm going to talk to you over here, Brother Tony. So, Carmelo, people talking about how he should be in the league, and your brother over here, Mr. Diamond, talking about how he should be on somebody's team, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to leave you with this. Who is one of Carmelo's closest friends?
One, LeBron James.
So, LeBron James is like the who's who of persons, right? Mm-hmm. So, if LeBron James wanted you on the team.
Oh, you'll be on there.
You'll be on the team, right?
You'll for sure have you a jersey if he wants you on the team.
So LeBron James, the face of the NBA, is cool with Carmelo. And
Banana Boat, they tight.
But he don't.
Not just cool. You got to put some spice on that.
Hold on. So LeBron James, who got Tristan paid. Tristan Thomas paid. JR paid. Got everybody paid, right? Got everybody on the team. Made sure he brought the team in, but his partner who trying to get in the game, he ain't got none. But on that note, we gonna leave you.
Chris Paul got Carmelo on the squad.
Thank y'all.
And they partners too.
Thank y'all for bumping y'all gums with us.
Hey, this was good.
This is your boy Gabe. We got brother Tony.
Tony I, baby.
And we got Jay Diamond. Peace.
Shalom.